thank you very much for commenting here. And when I saw War with Siddharth and you in it, I got really inspired to try and do an action film. Of course, my action is not half as good as yours, but I'm trying my best. I even tried the muscle style. They're not coming as sharp as yours, but I'll keep trying. You're an inspiration, man, and inshallah, I'll get an opportunity to work with you also someday. But I feel very, very proud with what you've achieved. Thank you coming online. Then there's Funcho, Funko. Sir, do you still vibe on Chaya Chaya? I'm assuming vibe means to dance on Chaya Chaya. Yeah, that's one step I know even in my sleep. While sitting also I can do Chala Chaya 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 Chala Chaya Chaya Chaya. Yeah, I love that song. I think it's a couple of songs I really like is the way Chaya Chaya was devised on top of a live train and done with a lot of activity, if there's a word like that. And Chamak Chalo, I like Chamak Chalo also. These two songs, whenever I hear them, I feel very happy that they belong to me or I was able to participate in them. Art of Shalin Barrot, how you manage the time. I don't manage time, time manages me. I always tell everyone, I don't mean to sound pompous. This is my first public interaction in many years, so I need to be humble and sweet. But I tell everybody, time starts when I reach somewhere. Because there is no logic of time if you are not present in that space. So it's not with arrogance that I say this, but time starts when I reach somewhere. And I try to make sure that I don't waste anybody's time. I make sure I do work fast. And the good thing that I have is that I sleep very little. I sleep about 5 hours, and I'm happy doing that. And I can be fresh to continue working. As a matter of fact, if I sleep too long, then I get headaches. So I have good 20 hours in a day, or 18 hours at least, to be with my family, to be with my friends, to just sit down in bed and watch some innocuous stuff on television, or like yesterday, where I worked 15 hours on a set of a film. Shruti Uradi, can we get to see Abraham along with you now in this live? I wish so. I wish he was here. He's not here with me. He's currently on a holiday. I would love him to be here. If I have a picture of his around. No, I don't even have. I'm missing him now. Thank you, Shruti, for making me miss Abraham even more than I was missing him. No, he's not here, but next time around, when I come out to meet people outside, I'll bring him along. Or next live that I do. Shami 31, what is your motivation that get you going with the same energy always? Yeah, which keeps me going with the same energy. It's so simple. I don't know how to explain this. I'm not oversimplifying it, but I really, really like what I do. I'm very excited every morning. My wife keeps asking me, how after so many years, and now 30 years, how do you get up in the morning and wear makeup and go to work and do the same thing? I don't know. I just find it extremely exciting to go on a set and create something which I know at the end may make somebody smile, may touch somebody's life, may make a difference to somebody's day or a moment, But that's not the motivation that, I'm going to change lives or I'm going to touch lives. It's just that it goes back to my three-wheeler journey where I saw these two ladies smile when they saw me. And, if I can bring that moment of change in your mood in a positive way, it keeps me going. I just want to wake up in the morning. Even the smallest thing I do, I just feel very happy waking up in the morning and getting on a set. And very few people know this. Everybody keeps talking about my energy and passion and the way I perform and stuff. But I'm actually a very lazy person. I'm very, very lazy. If I don't have any work, I can be in my bed without changing my clothes. And if you don't tell anyone, sometimes without even bathing, and sit down with a packet of chips and thumbs up now and always, and sit down and just do nothing at all. I think that's why my kids love me a lot. I'm quite childlike when it comes to no work. Then I'm just sitting and playing video games or just being. I don't need to do anything if I don't need to do it in my head. It's not like, I have to work. So all this energy and all is countered with the huge bout of laziness also that I fall into. Louder than this? Okay, they keep telling me I have to speak louder. I don't know. I'm screaming, no? Sorry, okay. Your dream project. Sachin Upadhyay asks me, your dream project, if any. Um, I don't know, I've said this before, I'll say it again. The whole concept of working is that everything that I do, I believe, is the best thing I'm doing. That's the only way you can keep on working for 30 years without getting bored, tired, dispassionate about it. Anyone asks me which is your best film, it's always the next one. I truly believe that. So there's no one project that I want to do. But of course, as an actor, there were a lot of desires I had. Like I wanted to play what I did in Zero. I wanted to play what I did in Fan. I wanted to play a superhero. Unfortunately, all the three films I mentioned haven't gone down too well with the audience, and that is okay. I feel that I could have made them better. But filmmaking is like a 100-meter race. You train for it for 2-3 years. Some days you break the world record. Some days you're slow off the block. Some days halfway through you get a cramp. Some days just before the finish line somebody nips you. So you try your best. You prepare for it your best. But you don't know in that under 10 seconds what can go wrong in a film. So the attempt is always that you go out and make the best, you put your best foot forward as in a race and hope it works for everyone. So there's no dream project. Whatever project I do becomes my dream, to keep it simple. Vishal Kotian, sir, your favorite director in 30 years. I don't work with anyone I don't love. So before anybody signs me for a film, if I haven't met them before, I spend at least a year with them, meet them, discuss stuff. Because you make a film in about 140 days, or at least the films I do, I make them in 140 days. So I need to feel very happy being with those set of people, not just the director. So if there's no happiness, there's no goodness, there's no kindness, there's no fun on the set, I don't want to go and work with that person. Not because that person's not good or nice, I'm sure they'll make great films. It's just that I need to be happy on my set. So they have been, mostly, all the directors have been happy directors for me. They've given me a lot of love. They have been extremely kind and actually pampered me a lot. So obviously Aditya Chopra, I love. Karan Johar, I love. I had a great outing with Mr. Maniratnam because he's such a great filmmaker. Aziz Mirza was brilliant. Kundan Shah was like family. There's so many. I can just keep on taking names. I've really enjoyed myself with Siddharth now. I had a great time with Anand Rai making Zero. Manish Sharma, he made me a dream project, Fan, and we had too much fun making the film. And Anubhav Sinha, who made my superhero film. There's so many people that I've enjoyed. I'm sorry if I miss out on some names. Does not mean that I'm not meaning to say I didn't enjoy with them. I'm just recounting some of the ones at the top of my head. But 99% of the filmmakers that I've worked with, the films that I've been part of, now Raju Hirani and Atlee, all of them, I've really enjoyed working with 99% of them. Some days, some people, actually it would be easier for me to answer who are the guys I didn't enjoy making films with. But I'm not going to say it publicly and create a controversy, so I'm not telling you that. Tomorrow is my father's birthday. Please wish him. His name is Jaideep or Jaldeep. Papa Jaldeep or Papa Jaideep, happy birthday to you. God bless you. May you always be healthy and happy. And here's my love to IMDVS, your son also, and have a great birthday. Jewan 25. Don't you find tiring when doing 2 movies and jump from one character to another? I would prefer to do 1 film at a time, but it's more fun. It's also easier maybe, and you get a lot more holidays if you're just on 1 film because you don't shoot every day of the month. But the last year has been a bit difficult with trying to manage time and 2 films on floor together. I had to finish Pathaan. Unfortunately, with COVID, schedule cancellations. So, but you got to do what you got to do. So, I have 2 films now. I try my best between Donkey and Jawan. I take some time, a couple of days, for the looks and all to matter. Rehearse in my bathroom, the accents and the devices I want to use for my character. And it's 30 years, man. So it's been a long time. So a little bit of juggling with characters I can do. It's not so difficult. But yeah, I would prefer it if it was one film. Inshallah, in the next 3 months, I finish these 2 films, and then I'll be back to doing one film at a time, finishing that. Muhammad Aqib Kidwai. Do you miss roles like Rahul? I don't want to sound strange, but I don't know which was the last film I played Rahul. I only remember this, Rahul Naam To Suna Hoga, or Raj. No, I don't miss any roles. See, I'm a professional actor, Muhammad, so I get a lot of roles and characters. I just try to develop as much as I can and enjoy the best that I do. It is awkward at times, I remember many years ago, I was working in a film, and the lady opposite me was way younger than me, and it was awkward to do a romantic scene. I was a little shy, but then you're an actor, so you have to act that I'm her age or she's my age. No, she'll get angry if I say she's my age. I'm her age. I have to imagine that, and you've got to go along with it. So maybe Rahul and Raj are for the younger people to do. I'm extremely thankful to again Adi and Karan for having created these phenomenal characters. When I joined films, I never thought I'd be known by a name of a character, which I think is the greatest gift an actor can get. When you walk on the roads, people start calling you by that name. So I've been called Bazigar, I've been called Badshah, but to be called by a character name or known by that, even yesterday while I was on the set, if somebody is called Rahul, everybody turns around and says, Naam To Suna Hoga. Anybody says Raj, and it's Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. So I love them. I love Raj and Rahul. There's a part of me, a big part of me in them, the bigger part being of Adi and Karan. But there's a part of me also in them. They'll always be special, like all characters are. I told one film critic once that each character has a little bit of, sorry I'm saying my name in third person, Shah Rukh Khan in them. And so Rahul has a bit in, Raj has a bit in it. Pathaan will have a bit in it. Actually, Pathaan will have a lot in it because I feel like a Pathaan. I always have to tell her, before I sign off, because I think the questions are over, time is up, I need to tell you a little story about Pathaan, because that's the reason we were here today. I remember Siddharth narrating a lot of films to me when we were, whenever I meet him, he's a very sweet guy, and I've known him for years, Mamta and Siddharth, and we would hear stories. And unfortunately, we could not figure out the timings and all to work together before. And he had this title for years called Pathaan, and he would send me, "Ki sir, maine ye Pathaan picture abhi ready kar li hai." Sweet of him to call me sir. He's an old friend. He says, "Sir, maine kar li hai Pathaan, Pathaan." And one fine day, when we could not work on 2 of the scripts that he had narrated, he sent me a very sweet message. "I have this title called Pathaan. I have not been able to get a film with you because of timings, etc. Now you please take the title and make this film whenever you want." And I still have that message. And then a couple of years back, I remember Adi, just when COVID was opening up a bit, we could meet each other. Adi came in and he said, "Now Siddharth wants to make Pathaan with you." So Pathaan has had a long journey where Siddharth and me have always wanted to do a film called Pathaan. And mashallah, we got the script which felt like Pathaan. And hopefully in the coming months, the film will be out in Jan 25th, and you guys will be able to see it. And it's an old dream that Siddharth, myself, and now Adi have shared, to do a film and star me in a film called Pathaan. Having said that, that's why the hair, that's why the muscles, to feel like a little macho Pathaan. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone for coming online and sharing this moment with me. I don't know if I've done well enough. This is my first Insta Live. So hopefully you guys got to hear me, even if I wasn't loud enough. And all I want to say is thank you for celebrating 30 years of my career. Like I said, the only reason that I've lasted this long is because all of you have given me so much love and have taken time out to even bear with my bad films, my missteps, and what I try to do every time is, get onto the blocks of that 100-meter race. Don't have any missteps. Don't lose out steam halfway through. Still try and cross the finish line. And I want to say And none of it is for personal recognition. I think God has been kind. All of you have been kind that I've become who I've become. It's never for personal recognition that I try to run that race very hard. It's always been to make sure that the work gets recognized. It's never personal and it's not business either. It's actually just to make sure that that 100-meter race is won so that all of you enjoy it, get entertained for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, or when I make the long films for 3 hours, 15 minutes. A part of your life is touched by the work that I do or the stories that I belong to or participate in. And hopefully I can continue to do this for the next coming 30 years at least. That would be 86. No, I want to work till I'm 106 years old. So you'll have to bear with me for the next 50 years more. Yeah. That's 50 years more. I'm bad at counting. But then who's counting when you have so much love? So lots of love to all of you and God bless you.